Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Gun.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Carolina. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And on the grandest of stages, with a whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Watson with a give to Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller 68 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula? That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Yeah, let's get sandwich.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Let's go. Let's do it. Ready. 180. 8.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That's it. Look at it. Keep it up. Keep it up. Shit. 20. Great.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Being chased out left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a first down throw. Watson dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, Watson rolling to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Reset, 19.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
This is McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up the first down.
A big play there from McCaffrey, 48 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and 2, Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, it's Trevor Daniel to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasize.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there. Play action from Miller. Now Watson rolling to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 31 yards, and the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for it. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
On first down, Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Watson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Watson on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And he'll find QT on the right side complete.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Watson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Watson flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. No. Switch.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check 26, check 26. 55. 59. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
Throwing again is Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's get it. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Thomas there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Newton looking deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm the defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check. Watch 54. Pick me up. Here we go.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Reset. 218. 54 Mike. Check. Hey, 109. Check, Mike. 59. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Bang.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
20.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. McCaffrey will try to run it in, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Break your set. 19. Check back. 24.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Watson, off play action. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the screen. Pass.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they run. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
Check 31, check
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. First throw in overtime for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. He hits more. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
A handoff left, McCaffrey.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. The 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.